Hey guys, it's me, ThaGangstaFTW. Today I'm here with my mom. If you've been watching my channel for many years, you would know my mom from my old French Fry MC channel, although all those videos are private now. On my current channel though, on FTW Tech, some of the oldest videos you will see are, for example, my toothpaste-filled Oreo prank on my mom. You may know her from that. You probably don't. Most of my viewers are new, and also I don't get viewers on my second channel. But today, so to preface this, over the past few months basically, I've been showing my mom these YouTube rappers that I've been listening to. So Crypt, Scru, Dax, N9ne, all the people. Chase, 100 Koofies, Samad Savage, all of them. So today she's going to be making a tier list of said YouTube rappers. We have 23 YouTube rappers. We have Crypt, Scru, Dax, 100 Koofies, Samad Savage, Mercules, 6 Seconds, Gone, High Res, Chase, N9ne, Dwayne TV, Joey Nato, Binjay, Blindsight, Grizzy Hendrix, Quadeca, Mac Lethal, DK Rap Artist, Knox Hill, Lex Bratcher, Futuristic, and King Blitz. So those are our 23 YouTube rappers. I'm going to show my mom 3 verses of theirs from 3 different songs. And I'll put on screen for each of them what those 3 songs are that I'm showing their verses from. And then she's going to do a little analysis of them, and that's the part I'm going to show you. And then she will put them in their tiers. And I'll give her time to change at the end. She's taking it very seriously. She's actually taking notes. I did not ask her to take notes, but she's taking notes. So we're gonna get into Crypt. So my mom just listened to Crypt, 3 verses, 4 Horsemen. Actually, I'll just tell you rather than putting them on screen. 4 Horsemen, clicked up and going in again. So she heard those 3 verses. Mom, what do you think of Crypt? Where do you think you're gonna rank him?
Well, I think he's pretty good. I would probably do like A or the 4 out of 5 if you were to look at it that way. I like that he can be rapid and really clear. Not quite sure I like some of the visuals, but I do like Crypt in general. Like, we've seen a lot of Crypt.
Yeah,
I think Crypt is pretty solid.
Crypt is the first person that I showed to my mom. It's really interesting how Crypt, he always involves these other YouTube rappers. He puts others on a pedestal, so yeah.
I like how Crypt is inclusive and like he collaborates.
Yeah. Okay,
like
so you're gonna put Crypt in A tier for now.
For now.
Okay, so why don't you drag him in there?
All right.
In fact, I'm gonna try to stop giving my own commentary on these people, except like background info on them. I'm not gonna try to influence you by like saying that stuff about Crypt
no, but
collabing
it's
with
helpful.
other people.
It's helpful to me.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to influence your decision, but I can give you background info on them. So my mom has put Crypt in A tier. We are going to move on to Scru. Okay, guys. So my mom just listened to Screwface John, or Scru for short. So Scru, second YouTube rapper I ever showed my mom after Crypt. They're really the original 2 that I showed her. So basically, the 3 songs that we heard verses from Scru were Antisocial, Clicked Up, and Going In Again. So what are your thoughts on Scru compared to Crypt and just in general?
Well, in general, I really like Scru. Scru's got a soft spot for me. I like how raw the media is, and I really like the lyrics.
The media? Oh, as in the videos?
The videos, the background,
okay.
Everything. It's kind of raw, and I really like the lyrics. I like his flow. I can move to it, and I think that's really important. So I like Scru a little better than Crypt.
So are you thinking S tier for Scru?
Yeah,
one of the best YouTube rappers?
One of the best, probably.
All right, so why don't you drag him into S tier? That's not Scru, that's Dax. Scru is the second.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right,
Dax is next, guys, as my mom preemptively just figured that one out. So Dax is next. We're going to get into Dax right now. Okay, guys, so my mom just listened to Dax, as he would call himself, because he has the, it's Dax ad-lib, but Dax from Canada, as much as he hates to admit it. So Dax, we just listened to Dax. We listened to verses from Faster, Cypher 3, and Whack Ass Rappers. And we've got Dax here. My mom is going to rank Dax. Fun fact, Dax hearted one of my comments on one of his community posts a few days ago. I think he's changed as a person, but we are basing this ranking 100% on rap. What do you think about Dax's rap and videos and everything about Dax?
Well, first thing, I love that he hearted my son, but I love his hair. He's really intense, and some of the earlier work seems violent, and I don't like it.
Well, by earlier work, you mean Faster, the one where he was like shooting people. Although that's actually more recent.
Oh, really?
But I showed you it first.
Oh, okay.
But
I
yes.
don't like that as much. I don't. I like the latter one. What I wonder about Dax is his vocal range and tone. It doesn't change much.
Oh no, Dax
Whereas,
can sing. I didn't show you Unforgivable. Dax can sing.
With the other two, there was more range.
Okay, I should have showed her Unforgivable. The diss track on KSI with Deji in them. Dax can sing. To be clear, he actually can sing.
I think I have seen.
You
it.
have
I
seen
just
Dax
don't
sing.
Remember
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But
you know, I've liked him all along.
in terms of the rap and just the flow, the lyrics, the energy, the videos. What do you think about Dax compared to Crypt and Scru?
I would say B or A the most. Yeah.
Which one? What do you think? You got.
Again, you didn't show me that You didn't show me the one where
Unforgivable
I felt like there was
with the
more
one where he was
range.
singing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't show you it. That's fair.
No.
What do you think?
I'm gonna put him in B right now.
Okay, that's fair. You can change your answers earlier. Later, not earlier. You can't go back in time. But I might do my own YouTube rapper tier list one day. I would just say I would disagree on this one. However, that's not for me to decide. So I might. I'm not. I shouldn't have even said that.
But this could change. I might change it.
Might change, and I might.
Because I've always liked him when you showed me.
Yeah, Dax. I like his energy a lot. But yeah, so I will maybe do my own tier list later. But that was Dax. Who's next? Oh, we've got 100 Koofies. The convict from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Don't know exactly what he was in jail for, but probably not something super major because I know he got out pretty soon and then turned his life around, started rapping, and yeah. So we're gonna watch 100 Koofies, 3 verses from him, and let's get into that. Okay, guys. So we just listened to 100 Koofies, and 100 Koofies. Basically, we listened to his verse from YouTube Cypher 3, Cookout Cypher, and Poppin' Cypher in that order. What do you think about 100 Koofies?
Well, first of all, I really like that. I like his pace. I like that I want to dance and move to a lot of it. I like the story.
Yeah.
I think he riffs a lot and has a nice pace. And,
What do you mean by riffs a lot? What do you think about it?
Plays off the last thing he said, like boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
boom.
so like wordplay kind of thing?
Yeah, a lot of wordplay and a lot of fun. What I don't like, he uses the B word too much for me, but I think 100 Koofies is got a pretty good full package actually.
So what are you thinking? It sounds like A or S.
A.
A tier?
Yeah.
Nice, along with Crypt. Okay, well that is my mom's interpretation of 100 Koofies. We're gonna have to start moving some of them down. We have started a little heavy. We've started with some of the ones that I would say are the best. So I would say that there will be some more towards the bottom. Obviously, you know, the ones that you like less than Dax, make sure you put them below Dax in the future. It's pretty top heavy right now. It's up in B, A, and S, but there are some in here that I would put lower. So next, we are going to move on to Samad Savage. Spoiler alert, I don't think he's going to be one of the ones going lower, but so we're going to go on to Samad Savage, and let's get right to that. All right, guys, Screw with it. We just heard Samad Savage. We heard specifically his verses from Cypher 3, One World Cypher, and Poppin' Cypher. What do you think of Samad Savage?
Well, first of all, I think he's really cute, and his mother probably does too. I like that he's a Yankees fan. He's a good writer. I think he's a good writer. Do I wish he could change his range and tone a bit? Yes, I do actually. And
why have you only said that so far about the 2 rappers who can sing, Dax and Samad Savage?
I'm just saying. I'm there's like a
I think what you're thinking of is a lot of times they have the same energy.
Yes,
it's not really the tone, it's the energy, I think. Because Dax can sing and Samad can sing.
I'm not saying they can't sing,
but Dax is
the
always.
Range. It's like the range. Whereas
what do you mean?
Crypt can do it. Crypt can do a different range, a different tonality, different pitch. Where I'm not hearing it with the ones you've shown me so far.
You listen to a lot of music, so I trust you on that. But
well, thank you. But I like this guy actually.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good writer. I do.
What do you think about his lyrics? Because that's like a central thing.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's got. I think he's a good writer.
Yeah. So, in terms of Samad, where would you put him?
B or A.
Which one do you think? You think he's better than Dax? Same as Dax? Think he's on par with Crypt and Koofies?
I think his
or
rating,
with Dax?
I think he goes here.
With Crypt and Koofies. Okay, so A tier is getting stacked, but there are some down here that I think will go lower. So Samad, very interesting guy. Does his own editing, does his own beats, raps about different topics than most of the other rappers do. It's interesting. He changes up the flow. He's very multi-talented. I don't always want to hear the lyrics Saman does. I wish he would kind of switch it up and not always rap about those lyrics. Okay, I need to stop. This is not my tier list. This is my mom's tier list. I need to stop now. I need to stop right now. We're going on to Mercules next. So let's get into Mercules. Okay, guys, so we just listened to Mercules. We listened to, in this specific order, it's always in the order. I say it in the correct order. We listened to Noise, Warfare, and Going In Again. What do you think about Mercules?
Not into this vibe. Macho shit. Not into this vibe. The pace was kind of interesting. Lyrics mediocre. Not into his overall vibe. Not into it. Yeah.
What do you think? Like, specifically, like, what do you think he could improve on? What wasn't he doing very well?
That dude was really predictable, I feel, and what he had to say is pretty standard. And again, I felt like a veil, whereas some of the other ones feel more authentic to me. It's more about their truth.
Okay. Yeah, he was definitely. So what do you think? C, D?
Probably D for me at this
D,
point.
damn. I think Mercules has really good flow. I will say, to my knowledge, his like facade, I guess, of being tough and you know, like I think he actually does like live in the hood, and I don't know if it's fully a facade, but yeah, he doesn't run around shooting people like he might say. So if he did, he'd be in jail. So next is 6 Seconds. Shizzy, very interesting. As we know, he was in that diss battle with Gone, diss battle with Scru. He's very talented in my opinion, but we're gonna get into 6 Seconds, and yeah. Okay guys, so we just listened to Shizzy 6 Seconds, and we heard his verses from Cypher 2. His second diss on Gone, I forget the name, it might have been Gone, no, I don't think it was Gone wanted this diss, I think that was the first one. It was something like, I don't know what it was. And then the third one was from World War III, his track with Gone. So what do you think about 6 Seconds?
All right, this dude is interesting to me. This is a rapper I'd want to meet, actually.
You want to meet him?
I'd
You
wanna
like him
meet
that
him.
much? Why?
Well, it's the content. It's the interracial content. I'd like to get to know this person. I think the fridge situation is
It's
interesting.
different. It's definitely different.
It's like the food of life. It's like there's like
You think it's symbolic?
yeah. So there's something about 6 Seconds that I would want to meet this person.
Yeah, you mentioned that when you heard him, he made you want to listen to him. Like,
Yep.
listen to what he had to say. Like, he had, like, credibility, I guess.
Yep. And I'm hopeful for his
It's just
future.
like a vibe, yeah.
Hopeful for his future. Yep.
Damn, okay, so where are you thinking?
I'm going to put him in A.
A tier, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 6 Seconds, Shizzy, rapping out of his fridge. Yeah, he is very interesting. I like what he does with his eyes. I think he does a lot of his expressing with his eyes. It's actually interesting, especially when he wears a mask in some of his
Yeah, he's very
things.
expressive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that was 6 Seconds. We're going to move on to his arch nemesis, Luke Gone, coming up next. All right, guys, we just listened to Luke Gone, specifically Cypher 2, World War III, and Death to Mumble Rap. So yeah, Luke Gone, chopper flow. What do you think of Luke Gone? Thinking.
Well, the chopper flow is interesting to me. He scats like a jazz musician.
I guess, yeah, he does.
The guy's got talent. He could probably sing in many different genres, so that's interesting to me in and of itself.
I don't think he can sing.
I actually think he could sing in other genres. He's got a cadence to him that's very interesting.
No, I mean, I don't think he has that vocal range.
No, I think
to
he
sing
could.
high notes. Do you think he could?
I think he could.
Okay.
There's something about his musicality that's interesting to me. I didn't understand everything he said, but
Which is
there's something about his musicality.
That is a serious issue, though, when you can't understand what people are saying. People get criticized for that.
Yeah.
Like Crypt, when he raps fast, a lot of times, in Going, and again, I had no idea what he was saying, but when he's rapping like almost at 100%, you can definitely make out the words he's saying. But Crypt, his diction is really solid, strong. But
well, one of the things I like about this guy is artistically, it's visual, it's musical.
It is. He has a lot of energy.
Emotional. No, but he puts it together well.
Yeah, he puts it all out there, I feel like.
And it's, yeah, he touches, he pays attention to all the areas that could bring out the music and the expression. So I like it. Am I completely drawn in? No.
So B tier.
B.
Okay, that is fair. So that was Luke Gone. Also want to point out, it's funny that you put Scru in S tier. Scru recently, and this can't really influence your decision, but Scru, not really a great person anymore, I don't think. Obviously was super good friends with Crypt. He called Crypt his brother once, and then now he's sneak dissing Crypt for not including him in Cypher 3. Crypt's been nothing but nice to him, and now Scru really loves the drama and attention. But
Oh shoot, and I've got Screw on the top.
yeah. But don't let that influence. So, obviously you're basing it off the rap and the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Scru has talent. I don't disagree with you there. And don't change your ranking based on that. I really shouldn't be saying this stuff. I just like talking about them too.
It's fun to play off each other though too.
Yeah, so next we will be getting into high res. You may know high res people watching from the Uber driver rapping Uber driver surprises Uber riders, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, he's still rapping, he's still doing his thing. And yeah, we're gonna get into high res. Alright guys, we just listened to high res. I'm now taking notes on what songs we listened to so I don't have to recall them right before I go back on camera. But we listened to Overtime, Cypher 1, and What You Know. Yeah, high res. So, by the way, when my mom talks, like analyzes like Mercules' facade and stuff like that, that's because she's a therapist. I just want to make that clear. So most people wouldn't do that, but you're getting a therapist perspective on all the rappers. So what do you think about high res?
Not interested.
Not interested. Why not?
Not interested. Nasal. I'm just not interested. Like in any realm.
Just not at all.
No. Nope.
What do you? Was there like not a depth to him or
Yeah,
anything?
it didn't feel like
no
a depth. His movement, it was also predictable and so cliche.
I definitely think it was kind of monotone.
Monotone, cliche, predictable.
I think his flow is good a lot of the time, but I agree his lyrics are not amazing. But
I was not entertained. Just put it that way. Lowest.
So
as I could
you're
go.
thinking D tier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wow. So high res going in the
low res
bottommost tier. Yeah, low. Well, not low resolution, but low ranking. This is good. Now we're getting some variety. It's not just SAB tier. We got 2 D tier rappers. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to Chase. I find Chase interesting. I don't love everything, but yeah. So we're gonna move on to Chase now. Okay, guys. So we just heard Chase. We heard Overtime, Cypher 1, and Clicked Up. What do you think about Chase?
Mediocre. Again, I like a little bit of the scatting, but I'm not that interested in this person as a performer. But has some tonality, has some range, but
sounds like you might have your first C tier. First C tier rapper.
I think so. Yeah.
Second lowest tier.
Yeah.
All right, we've got our first C tier rapper. Previously empty tier, now has Chase to occupy the tier. Next, we will be moving on to arguably the greatest independent rapper of all time, N9ne. Don't let that very weighty statement influence you in any way, but yeah, N9ne, very famous. Rapped with The Rock. As you know, I showed you his song with The Rock. So The Rock is a big fan of N9ne, and I know you love The Rock, but don't let that influence you. Obviously, I'm going to show you his raps. I would put him in S tier, no contest, but I need my mom to make a decision. I think Tech has influenced every single other rapper on this list. They are all inspired by him. However, again, don't let that factor in. Obviously, judge him by the quality of his raps, which are very high quality raps.
I'll do my best.
Let's get into N9ne. All right, guys, we just listened to N9ne. We listened to Faster, Face Off, and This Is War. Face Off, of course, you have to do Face Off, one of the most iconic songs of the year. But thoughts on N9ne based on these 3 songs?
Well, I like his range and how the diversity. He can handle a lot of different tempos, ranges, topics.
Yeah.
There's an intelligence to his rapping.
I think he's very intelligent.
Yeah, and a wisdom that
he is wise because he's old. So.
Well,
but no, yeah,
I particularly like the last one.
N9ne, in terms of, he's like such a mainstay. He's literally been rapping for like 25 years. So he really knows what he's doing.
Right, there's a
he's
solid
veteran.
musicality.
Yeah.
And
one interesting quote that I heard about Tech9 was that he never lets anyone out-rap him on a song. So even if he's featured in someone else's song, he will always make sure he raps better than them. So it's like maybe not intentionally, like he's not trying to one-up them, but he puts his all into literally every single song.
Yeah. Well, I like him because he's not unidimensional. Like, I think he's intelligent.
Yeah,
it's not one dimension.
I would agree with all that.
He can handle a lot. He's got serious musicality. So he's up at the top with me.
Which tier? Top tier, S tier, along with Scru. Okay, so we've got Tech9 and Scru in the top tier. Next, we are on to Dwayne TV, aka Obama. All right, guys, we just got done watching Obama rap, and by Obama I mean Dwayne TV, but everyone calls him Obama. So, Dwayne TV, not as popular as some of these other guys, you know, so he definitely has a lower budget for his videos and stuff like that, although the first and second one were not his song. We listened to Clicked Up, Cypher 1, and Coasting Away. Coasting Away being the only one there that was actually his song. There's no video for it. Anyways, Dwayne TV, interesting guy, very nice person, but what do you think about his rap and his skills? I noticed you did not write anything for this one.
I know, right? Yeah, I like to smile, but I wasn't interested.
Not impressed by his rap.
Not impressed, not entertained, yeah. Low tier. Lowest tier.
Lowest tier. Wow. Okay. Dwayne TV going in that lowest tier. Who do we have there? We've got Mercules, High Res, and Dwayne in the lowest tier. And then Chase in the second to lowest tier. Everyone else doing pretty well. But, you know, those four guys, my mom doesn't really like you guys, so I would watch out. Yeah. But we're going to move on to Joey Nato. Interesting thing about Joey Nato is he is a producer. His main job is a producer. He actually only raps on the side. His main thing is as a beat producer. You know, he edits all the musical tracks together from songs. All the vocals, he, you know, layers them on top of each other, and he like edits the music part. Not necessarily the videos, but the music part, he edits it. So yeah, he's a music producer, raps on the side. But you have heard him rap in several things. So interesting stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get into Joey Nato. All right, guys, we just listened to Joey Nato, repping Connecticut, of course, as he always does with his Connecticut hat. Now, Joey Nato, yeah, what do you think about him?
I like him. I think he can sing a lot of different things. Actually.
He can sing. We heard him sing in Footsteps. We heard Cypher 1, Footsteps, and Triggered. We did hear him sing at the end of his verse in Footsteps. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I like him. I think he was relatable. I like his cadence. I think his voice is remarkable, actually. I think he's got a lot of potential.
His voice is very good.
I think it's young. He's young yet in his development, but there's a lot of potential.
He looks very young. He has a baby face, yes.
No, but I mean in his potential. I think he's interesting.
Yeah.
I could see him really developing.
He looks young too. His face looks young. It's funny.
But it's new, so I would put him in tier B.
B tier, okay. So along with Luke and Dax. Again, this is not my tier list. To be clear, I would have put Joey Nato lower. I don't think he can rap. He can sing. I don't think Joey Nato can rap. But it's not my tier list. Joey Nato going in B tier with Dax and Luke gone. I would never put this man on par with Dax. I think Dax is insane. I would put Dax in top tier. However, not my tier list. It's my mom's tier list. My mom had her reasons for putting Dax where she did. Obviously, I'll let her change things around at the end, but try to not let me influence you too much. If you ever have to rehear any of the verses, I can do that for you. Next, we have Vin J from, well, he does a lot of stuff with Crypt. My mom has seen a lot of Vin J, but I'll remind her with 3 verses and get back to you guys with that analysis. All right, guys, we just listened to Vin J. We listened to The Devil Went Down to Hip Hop, Out of My Mind, and Cypher 1. So Vin J, what do you think about Vin J? No notes, I see.
Yeah, I wasn't very interested in Vin J.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Vin J is one of those people, just like Chase. I forget Luke Gone. I think too. He's one of the actually not Chase, just Luke Gone. He's one of the guys who puts it all out there. I think he puts out what he's feeling. He's pretty genuine. However, why did you not like Vin J? I want to know why.
I don't know exactly. I guess again.
Just got a bad vibe, or
I wouldn't say a bad.
Not bad,
vibe.
but just not good vibe.
Well, I would watch him in person, so it's not like a bad.
Like a show, yeah.
Yeah, but it just
It's boring.
Yeah, Like I just didn't. I don't think he told the story well.
Okay, that's fair. I get that. He could definitely up his charisma. I think he has the energy. He just doesn't really do much with his face. I feel like facial expressions.
Not even that, but even his tempo was like, it was like, could you change it up? Could you change it up for expression purposes?
He has good flow, but he doesn't really change his flow within a song. He kind of sticks to that same flow. Mm-hmm. I definitely feel that. Next, we're going to be moving on to Blind Sight. As you guys...
I didn't put him anywhere.
Oh, sorry. Where are you putting Vinjay?
I'm going to put him on the bottom.
Wow, okay. Okay. So we're going to move on to Blind Sight. For those of you who don't know, Blind Sight is almost entirely blind. I mean, he's legally blind. He has like, I think he can like see stuff very blurry, but he's blind. So yeah, Blind Sight, very interesting guy. I don't think he's very talented. That's just me, but my mom is going to judge him now based on these songs. I feel like I am actually unduly influencing your decisions, which I shouldn't be doing. Please don't let me influence your decisions at all. Listen to the music.
I'm pretty musical, so I can...
Okay, yeah, listen to the music, make your choice. We're going to move on to Blind Sight and get back to you guys. Alright guys, we just listened to Blind Sight, specifically Cypher 1, Blind Sight, Cypher, and Rise Up. What did you think about Blind Sight?
Well, I liked that I could dance to a lot of it. Like, I could move to it. I liked watching him move to it. How he expressed it, he was really moving. His whole body was in the song.
That's true.
So I really like that.
What do you think about his lyrics, though? You said you talked about a lot about the beat and his body movements. What about his talent?
That's part of talent.
I mean, his rap ability. What do you think?
Pretty good, actually.
Good? Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Where do you think you'd put him?
C.
C tier?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair, I think. I was getting worried there that you would put him higher, but yeah, no, I actually disagree with a lot of what you said there. But
what would you say?
Not mine. It's not my tier list. I think that his body movement was fine. I just think that he does not have talent as a rapper. He's very corny and cheesy in a lot of the things he does, I think, and
like his videos or something.
Yeah, and also just some things he does, like in that song "Rise Up," the last one I showed you. You didn't hear the chorus of that song, but it was very cheesy and just weird. But I don't know. It's your tier list. So, but next we're gonna move on to Grizzy Hendrix. Very interesting character, to say the least. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to Grizzy, and we'll get back to you. All right, guys. So we just listened to Grizzy Hendrix. I could talk about my opinions on him for a while, but I'm not going to. It's not about my opinions on him. So we heard Blind Sight Cypher, One World Cypher, and Chase's Worldwide Cypher Takeover. What do you think about Grizzy Hendrix?
I didn't really appreciate his sexual content, and like felt really sexist to me and really cliche. Wasn't very interested in that at all. And then the last video to me was just kind of strange, and and I didn't think there was a lot of content in what he was actually singing. So I'm really not that interested in this Grizzy person.
Yeah. I think I know where he's going. Amazing choice. Now that you've ranked him, I can say my opinions on him. Yeah, I think he sucks. I think he's very bizarre. If any of the YouTube rappers on this list are watching this video, feel free to let me know your opinions. I definitely respect all of the YouTube rappers on this list in some capacity, but Grizzy is very weird. He's very weird. I don't really love everything he does. I don't even think I've really found anything yet that he's done that I've really liked at all. Although a lot of these people, I have not listened to like all their songs. I kind of listen to the songs they do together. So I started like listening to like Crypt and Scru and Dax, Quadeca, and then I kind of branched out and like, well, who did they do songs with? And like, let's say they did a song with Joey Nato or Luke Gone, and then I was like, oh, Luke Gone did a song with this person, so I'm gonna listen to this song, you know. And then there'd be like a third person on that song that I hadn't heard, and then I'd find out about them and then make a connection to another person and start listening to their stuff. But I only listen to the stuff that they do together, so a lot of these people I haven't really heard any of their solo songs. Yeah, Grizzy, very strange. We're gonna get on to Quadeca, another legend. And by another legend, I mean not comparing him to Grizzy. Yeah. So we're gonna get on to Quadeca and yeah, get back to you guys. All right, guys, we just listened to Quadeca. We listened to Illy Mode, Four Horsemen, and War, song with Dax. So we listened to those 3 songs. What do you think on Quadeca? What do you think about him?
Well, he's a little interesting to me. I think he's got growth potential. I like that he collaborated with a few people that, of course, I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a lot more room for growth in terms of depth of writing and delivery. Yeah.
C tier? Okay, wow. So Quadeca going in C tier, I would disagree. But Mac Lethal is next on the list. Another more popular guy, just like Quadeca. A little more popular than most of the people on this list. Same with Quadeca. But yeah, so we're getting on to Mac Lethal. Thing is, the songs that I've heard from Mac Lethal, to my knowledge, are not his best songs. So the songs I'll be showing my mom, I don't think they're his best songs. Could be wrong. But from what I've heard from reactors, they were disappointed in his performances and some of the songs that I have heard him do, which are the ones I'm going to be showing my mom because they're the ones she's seen him in. So this may be misrepresentative of his actual skill. But we'll see. We'll see what you think about Mac Lethal. Go in with an open mind and Mac Lethal. All right, guys, we just listened to Mac Lethal. We listened to Cypher 2. One World Cypher, and Death to Mumble Rap. What did you think about Mac Lethal?
Yeah, he's a good writer and an entertainer. I do think he's a good writer. I think he's pretty sexist. I mean, I don't appreciate some of what he has to say, but I do think he's a good writer.
I do want to say I do get where you're coming from there with his line in Cypher 2, responding to the YouTube CEO. Mm-hmm. In Death to Mumble Rap, that line towards the end, that one was actually supposed to be anti-sexist. I just don't think he really understood it.
Mm-hmm. Which one is that?
Pull your mother effing pants up. That one.
Mm-hmm.
That one was a response basically saying that he doesn't like the
mm-hmm.
sexualization, I guess,
mm-hmm.
of women. And in that,
mm-hmm.
yeah, it's hard to describe. He
just
thinks it's overdone, and I don't think he's trying to be a feminist. I think he's just sick of. I think he's just sick of a lot of people. I think he's just trying to make a statement it's too easy for cute women to get famous on social media. Mm-hmm. That's what he was trying to say there. Mm-hmm. But anyways, you said he's a good writer. Where do you want to put him?
I think he's intense. I think he's kind of interesting. He held my attention. He held my attention, and I think he's pretty talented, actually.
B tier, A tier? I don't think, from what I've heard from you, I don't think you're going to say S tier, but B tier for Mac Lethal. Okay. Mm-hmm. So next we have DK Rap Artist. This guy is a little bit newer to the rap scene. His first big break was YouTube Cypher 2 with Crypt. He won a competition to get involved in that cypher and to be a part of it. And then from there, he has grown from there. So, but he only really started rapping about 2 years ago. But now he's more experienced. Yeah, so DK Rap Artist is next. I think he's pretty interesting. I think he's actually very talented. But here's DK, and I will get to the analysis in a sec. All right, guys, we just listened to DK Rap Artist, the new guy, British. Yeah, what do you think about it?
Well, I didn't mind the last song.
One World Cypher, very positive message, although he probably on that cypher with the positive message that I showed you, he had the most positive message verse out of anyone on the song, which was interesting. But yeah, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm not
conflicted?
Not interested.
Really?
Yeah. I
think his flow is really good, but so where do you want to put him?
At the bottom.
Bottom tier for DK Rap Artist.
Yeah,
okay.
A lot of maybe, yeah. No, I wasn't entertained. I wasn't very interested. Some lines really upset me. The third song,
well, there was only one line. I know which one it was, but it was just one line. But yes.
But the third song was I could see where he's gonna grow. That's good.
So that was DK Rap Artist. I would definitely not put him in the bottom tier. That's just me. But so next we have Knox Hill. The interesting thing about Knox Hill is he's not really a member of like the YouTube rap community. He's not really good friends with like Scru, Crypt, really any of these other people. He's kind of doing his own thing. However, One World Cypher, and he did a song with Crypt and he did a song with Scru. So Knox Hill, yeah, he's interesting. He really does his own thing. He's a nice guy. He's very analytical. I think he's very smart. And he can be cheesy at times, I think, but he does a lot of good reactions. I like his epic rap battle reactions. Yeah, he's very analytical with his rap. Everything he does, he has a purpose. He has a reason for making that choice. But it can be cheesy sometimes. Anyways, just my opinion. But Knox Hill, my mom's about to form her own opinion, so we're going to get into it. Alright guys, we just listened to Knox Hill. We heard One World Cypher, Like It Fast, and Monsters. What do you think about Knox Hill?
Well, I did like some of his lyrics around the environment. Some of the
First song, One World Cypher, of course.
Ecological stuff and the environment. But I gotta make a switch now, clearly.
Whoa, wait. Oh, what is happening here? Really?
Knox is low tier for me. I had to move DK up.
Why is Knox lowest tier?
Just not interesting to me at all.
Is that because the lack of music videos? Or like legitimately just not interesting?
Not interesting to me. Legitimately
Okay.
not entertaining. Again, I like some of the lyrics. I like the first video more than the others.
Yeah, Knox strikes me as... So, the first change she's made, she moved DK Rap Artist up to C tier. Interesting. Now in terms of Knox, the only thing that I feel about Knox is I think he's very talented. I wouldn't have put him in D tier, but I do think that it comes in pretty clearly. I don't know, it's just a vibe, but I get the sense that he's like never struggled. I just get that sense from him. He's like very not like privileged. It's just a vibe. I don't know. It's like he can't relate to the other rappers. He's just like they're all rapping about something like really meaningful to them, like personal to them. Whereas he's rapping about like the environment and stuff, which is fine. It's not personal to him though specifically.
Maybe it is. We don't know, but
well, maybe, but it's like it's an overarching problem, right? Whereas the other people, they kind of, I don't know. He just gives me a vibe, but I do think he's talented. I would not have put him in D tier. Anyways, we are going to move on to Lex Bratcher, the only female rapper on this list. So, because there honestly aren't many female rappers that do collabs with all of these people, but Lex Bratcher does. There are other female rappers out there. There's Carly X, who did YouTube Cypher 3. There's Snow the Product, who did that song with Mercury's Warfare. Apparently she's really popular. I haven't heard a bunch of her stuff though, because she doesn't really collab with my favorite rappers who are on this list. But Lex Bratcher has, so we're going to get on to Lex Bratcher, and we're almost done with the tier list, but yeah, Lex Bratcher is up next. Okay guys, so we just heard Lex Bratcher. We heard Cypher 2, Blindsight Cypher, and Fastlane with Crypt and Merkums. What do you think about Lex Bratcher?
well, of course, you know, I'm excited because she's a woman,
Right,
and that's just interesting to me.
Yes, it is.
She was really fast. I think she's
She was
actually a
fast.
really good performer for the most part. The second one, I was like, okay, she could really use some performance coaching. But by the
Blindsight
third
Cypher,
one, yeah, I was like, okay, she is performing in her full being
Yeah.
in the performance.
The third one was definitely more performance oriented. Yeah.
But I think she's a good singer. Like, she's a good musician. And so I just wonder about her performance skills growing, but I'd put her in C.
C tier, okay. By the way you were talking about her, I thought you were going to put her in B, but okay.
No.
All right. Only two rappers left, Futuristic and King Blitz. We're going to do Futuristic next. Futuristic, he's an interesting guy. He likes to think he's more famous than he is, but he's not. Not in a cocky, not in an arrogant way, but he...
Check to make sure it's still going.
Yeah. Good point. I'm going to check to make sure the camera's still rolling. Okay, it is. Yeah, so Futuristic, he's done a song with Randolph. He's done... he's interesting. He's one of those guys who doesn't really post music a lot. When he does, it gets a lot of views, but he doesn't have a ton of subscribers. It's really weird But anyways, Futuristic, he is next. I guess let's just finish this up. Let's go and watch Futuristic. Okay, guys, so we just heard Futuristic in Cypher 3, Cookout Cypher, and One World Cypher. Without my comments influencing you, what do you think about Futuristic?
Well, I really think he's an excellent performer. I really like him, actually.
I think yeah. What he does is he's constantly moving. I think he's a good performer.
He's a good performer. Some interesting storylines. I enjoyed it.
I think he has good flow, too. Changes up his flow.
Very good flow. I was engaged the whole time.
I noticed that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that you have no notes again. But, okay, A tier for Futuristic. We have one rapper left. And what I like now is the tier list is pretty balanced. There's a good amount of people on the top, good amount of people on the bottom. But yeah, so last person is King Blitz. We're just gonna get into that because it is almost 9 o'clock at night. So let's just do King Blitz and finish this up. Okay, guys, we have just finished the final rapper, that being King Blitz. So, King Blitz, we heard Cypher 3, One World Cypher, and Cookout Cypher. What do you think about King Blitz? Final rapper.
King is more like a knight or something lower in chess. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. King is not that interesting to me.
You're really proud of that pun, aren't you? You spent the whole time when you should have been listening to him, you were thinking about that.
I listened, but I was definitely like, not a king. Not a king. And overperformed. I felt like a lot of overperformed. The body language to me was like too much. Too much, or his lyrics were too little that they didn't match it? They just weren't congruent. His body language with what he was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that turned me off a little bit, but I think there is potential.
So like C tier?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, to recap, we have just finished the first ever YouTube rapper tier list on my channel. I might do one in the future. I might force someone else in my family to do one, who knows? But we have just, so to recap here, D tier, the worst rappers on this list, according to my mom. The worst YouTube rappers that my mom has seen are Mercules, Hi-Rez TV, Dwayne TV, Vin J, Grizzy Hendrix, and Knox Hill. Some rappers who are not as good but maybe have slight potential are Chase, Blindsight, Quadeca, DK rap artist Lex Bratcher, and King Blitz. Decent rappers are Dax, Luke Gone, Joey Nato, and Mac Lethal. Good rappers are Crypt, 100 Koofies, Samad Savage, 6 Seconds, and Futuristic. And the best rappers on YouTube are Screwface John and N9ne. This is the official tier list. I did say that at the very end, I would give you a chance to change any of them around. Are there any that you're not happy with that you might want to change?
Let me just take a moment.
Yep, think about it. I'll let you think about it.
I think I'm good with this. I just want to say that I respect all of them for what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and I don't know all their stories and their backgrounds and where they come from.
Yeah, guys, it's not meant to offend the rappers who get ranked poorly. And if you do get ranked poorly, I would not be offended because I'm not a YouTube rap expert or a rap expert of any kind. I literally just started listening to rap more seriously like 6 months ago. So it's really not that deep. And even like the people in the lowest tier on this list, first of all, not all the people on this lowest tier of my mom's list would be on my lowest tier. But even the ones that would be in my lowest tier, there are some stuff they've done that I like. I like pretty much everyone on here except like maybe Hi-Rez because I think he might be a Trump supporter, and Grizzy Hendrix because he's weird. But pretty much everyone on here, I genuinely do like them. And there's a reason I listen to them. Even the people who I would put in the lowest tier, they're still fine. I still listen to them when I'm working out at the gym. So, definitely props to all these people for doing their YouTube rap. Now that you've had a second to think about it, you don't want to change any of them. I will remind you of who they are. We've got Mercules, Hi-Rez, Dwayne, Vin J, Grizzy, Knox, Chase, Blindsight, Quadeca, DK, Lex, King, Dax, Gone, Joey Nato, Mac Lethal, Crypt, Koofies, Samad Savage, 6 Seconds, Futuristic, Scru, and N9ne.
I'm good.
Okay, so that is the official tier list, guys. You heard it here first. Tier list is on screen. You guys have seen it. You've seen it like this whole video. But anyways, that is the tier list. First YouTube rapper tier list. I don't really have anything else to say. But yeah, I mean, I just started getting into the YouTube rap stuff. Who would I rank the highest on here? In no particular order, my top 5 on here would probably be...
You gotta say Scru.
Like I said, no particular order. I would have to put N9ne. I would put Dax.
Okay.
I would put...
What about Scru?
I would put Koofies.
Okay.
Tech Dax Koofies. Shizzy, 6 seconds.
I do like him, yeah.
And Crypt. Those are my top 5.
Where would you put Scru?
He'd be right outside that top 5. He's really close.
All right.
But Crypt and Screw are like the 2 that I first started watching. Anyways, I think Screw is getting a little redundant with some of the things he does. But
I wouldn't know.
But Screw is very talented, extremely talented. My top 5, again, no particular order, literally no particular order, just like where I'm seeing them on the screen. N9ne, Crypt, Koofies, Dax, and Shizzy. Those are my top 5, I would say, as of November 10th. Yeah, November 10th, 2021. This is subject to change. It has been the what's my old intro? Oh God, because it's my second channel. I'm the ThaGangstaFTW, not FTW Tech. What was my old outro? Oh yeah. Anyways, guys, that was it for today's video. This has been ThaGangstaFTW, and yeah, see you guys.